Hi, I'm Faith, and this video is going to show how I do a secure high back carry using a woven wrap. And this is a carry that's great for beginners because you tie a half knot at your chest right away, so that way it helps secure and gives you a point where you can stop and take a break before moving to the next step. And there's a few variations of this carry floating around the internet, but I'm going to teach the original version as was created by a baby wearing dad on thebabywearer.com. So I'm going to use the hip scoop method to get the baby on my back, and I'll use a doll for this video. If you have plenty of length to work with, you can start the baby right on center. If you're cutting it close on length, you may need to start the baby a little bit off center, and that's something that you'll get with practice a few times doing it. So I'm going to go ahead and start the baby right centered on my wrap, and I like to actually take the tail that's behind me and bring it up over my shoulder on the opposite side. That makes the hip scoot easier for me. So now I am going to take my opposite arm. I have the baby on my left hip, so I'm going to put my right hand on his bottom, and then I'm going to take the left arm over his head and bounce him around to my back and get him up nice and high on my back. And now the very first thing that I do with any back carry, the secured high back carry, the side that's over your shoulder is going to stay over your shoulder. The other side comes under your arm. And the first thing I do with any back carry is get the top rail nice and snug, pinning the baby against my back so he can't try to push away or sit up. And then with it nice and snug, I pin it under my chin on both sides. Then I'm going to make a seat by reaching back, pulling the bottom rail down and taut, and I actually like to reach between our bodies to pull lots of fabric up between his body and mine and get his knees higher than his bottom, creating that great seat. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab my tails again, maintaining the tension I've created, and I'm going to tie a half knot here. So the one coming over my shoulder is going to come over the other one, and then I'm going to pull it up and through as I make my half knot. So now, like I said, I've got that half knot, and I can sort of pause for a moment if I want. I'm staying bent over for now. Then this side where it's over my shoulder, I'm going to take the tail here, and I'm going to bring it to the back, and I'm going to go over the baby's first leg, keeping it bunched, and then under the second leg, bringing it to the front. This is where there are some variations. Some people like to spread that pass or do different things with it, but this is the original version. Then the side where it's coming from under my arm, I'm going to bring the wrap over my shoulder. I'm going to pass it over my shoulder to the back, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab one rail that's closer to the side on my opposite hand, and I'm going to spread this over the baby, making another rebozo pass. And I want that bottom rail to extend all the way to the back of the knees and keep that pass well spread. Now the original version keeps this as a rebozo pass coming over that second leg, and then you just tie off in front. And then this knot here, you want it to be nice and tight so that it doesn't creep up towards your neck. And you can allow the wrap to cup your shoulders here if you want to. So there we have it, the secured high back carry.